The heavy lightning struck our boy. He lost consciousness and passed out. With a serious look on his face, Yao Yi said that the fight has come to an end. Sun Feng began to laugh when he heard this. He was extremely happy to hear that Ye Tian is dead. He praised the Grand Elder and ran to him. Before Sun Feng reached him, Yao Yi used his hand to cover his mouth. He spat out some blood. The Grand Elder was surprised to see blood on his hand. He could not believe that Ye Tian actually managed to injure him. Before Sun Feng could touch him, Yao Yi pushed the young master aside. He told Sun Feng that he has to take his leave. He told the loser that he will leave the cleanup and the trivial matters to him. Yao Yi told the young master that he has to return to his house in order to receive healing before the injury affects his cultivation. Sun Feng accepted the Grand Elder's order. When Yao Yi walked forward, Sun Feng began to tremble. His body froze up when Yao Yi stood next to him. The young master never expected the pressure of a grandmaster to be so terrifying. Sun Feng decided to focus on Ye Tian. He spat on our boy's body. He laughed at Ye Tian and began to kick him. He told our boy that he should not have been so cocky. He told Ye Tian that the Sun family still won in the end. As Sun Feng kicked our boy, he told him that he will mash his body and feed it to his dogs. While Sun Feng was hitting him, Ye Tian woke up. He quickly stood up and grabbed Sun Feng by his neck. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian asked Sun Feng to repeat what he said. Sun Feng was horrified to see our boy moving. Ye Tian quickly brought out his blade. When the young master saw this, he called out to the Grand Elder. He begged Yao Yi to save him. Unfortunately for the loser, Ye Tian cut his neck before he could scream more. When Sun Feng fell, Yao Yi turned around. He was shocked to see Ye Tian standing. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian activated his healing talent. The moment he did this, all his injuries cleared up. Yao Yi could not believe that our boy still had the strength to move. He was more shocked to see that Ye Tian had the same healing talent as an immortal jellyfish. The Grand Elder could not comprehend what was happening before him. He asked Ye Tian to reveal his true identity. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian told Yao Yi that he is simply a person who awakened a weak talent. Immediately he said this, he activated the wind/technique. He sent a large amount of spinning energy blades at the Grand Elder. Yao Yi was shocked to see this. He did not understand how Ye Tian was able to use the secret technique of the Sun family. Although Ye Tian was using the Sun family's technique, he was actually able to create a larger number of blades. Yao Yi was shocked to see this. He realized that he could not dodge all the blades. The Grand Elder managed to dodge some of the blades. Unfortunately for him, he could not dodge them all. The blades cut and heavily injured Yao Yi. The old man's clothes turned to rags. While breathing heavily, Yao Yi told our boy that he will make sure to kill him even at the cost of his life. Ye Tian rushed to attack Yao Yi. He appeared behind the old man and clenched his fist. Our boy punched Yao Yi's head from behind and buried it in the ground. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian told Yao Yi that the punch is his payback for the lightning attack. The Grand Elder slowly moved back. While trembling, Yao Yi called Ye Tian a bastard. Our boy closed the gap between himself and the old man. He used his leg to smash the Grand Elder's head on the ground. With a serious look on his face, Ye Tian told the Grand Elder that he never gave him permission to move. While Ye Tian's face was on his head, Yao Yi called out to someone known as Old Manly. Yao Yi asked Li if he is not going to interfere. Old Manly, who happened to be at the top of a building, told Yao Yi that he is at fault. The old man reminded Yao Yi that he warned him to not act recklessly in the Linhai base. Old Manly told the Grand Elder that they are simply guests from the Iron Fang base. He reminded Yao Yi that guests have to abide by the host's wishes. Ye Tian was surprised to hear the old man's voice. He did not know when the man arrived to the fight. The old man came down from the building. He introduced himself as Li Mao. He told Ye Tian that he is a grandmaster from the Iron Fang base. Li Mao commended Ye Tian on having an extraordinary talent. Li Mao is an initial stage grandmaster like Yao Yi. He is the second grandmaster of the Iron Fang base and Yao Yi's political rival. He is a person who advocates for a friendly relationship with the Linhai base. Ye Tian was happy to see Li Mao. He asked the grandmaster if he also came for a fight. Li Mao laughed when he heard this. He told Ye Tian that he will only help those who are right, not those who are close to him. He told our boy that he will stay out of the fight. Li Mao told Ye Tian that he and Yao Yi are both from the Iron Fang base, but they both have different paths. With a serious look on his face, Li Mao asked Ye Tian to do as he pleases. Yao Yi was annoyed to hear what Li Mao said. He stretched his hand out and released a large amount of energy. Ye Tian quickly moved back when he saw Yao Yi releasing some energy. the Grand Elder activated his secret arts, he told Ye Tian and Li Mao that he will take them with him. A mark of fire appeared on his head and fire surrounded his body. Yao Ye's secret arts is known as explosive flame. Old Man Li was shocked to see that Yao Yi wanted to use his secret arts. He told our boy that Yao Yi is trying to self-destruct. Ye Tian smiled when he heard this. He told the old man that Yao Yi cannot decide his death when he is fighting with him. Immediately he said this. Ye Tian rushed to attack the Grand Elder. He kicked Yao Yi and used his Shadow Blade technique to slash the old man several times. Our boy smiled like a mad person when he cut the old man. The flames that surrounded Yao Yi went out and the old man fell on the ground. After killing Yao Yi, Ye Tian put his sword away. The moment he did this, our boy felt something that seemed familiar. A bright light shined upon Ye Tian from the sky. Old Man Li was shocked to see the light. He could not believe that Ye Tian became a great martial warrior after killing a grandmaster. Our boy was happy to see that he had entered the great martial warrior realm. Li Mao clapped for our boy. He could not believe that Ye Tian was actually able to kill a grandmaster when he was simply an elite martial warrior. He told Ye Tian that his combat power makes him feel ashamed. He congratulated our boy for becoming a great martial warrior. Ye Tian knew that the old man was trying to flatter him. He asked Li Mao to stop wasting his time. He asked the old man to say what is on his mind. Old Man Li laughed when he heard this. He told our boy that he is too impatient. Li Mao explained to Ye Tian that Yao Yi and his group have always gone against him in the Iron Fang base. Immediately he said this, Li Mao released some energy and took a step. The old man appeared in front of Ye Tian. He told our boy that he does not want to go against the Linhai base. He explained to Ye Tian that he wants to coexist on equal terms with the Linhai base. Ye Tian was very shocked to see how fast the old man was. Li Mao told our boy that he has already killed everyone in the Sun family. He begged Ye Tian to allow the other members of the Iron Fang base live in peace. He begged our boy to end his anger against the Iron Fang base. Old Man Li told Ye Tian that after the event that took place, the Iron Fang base and the Linhai base will unite as allies and they will forge a path to prosperity. He asked Ye Tian if he is okay with the terms. Our boy laughed when he heard this. He understood why Old Man Li was scared. He asked Li Mao to speak with the Lin family. He told him that the Lin family are the leaders of the Linhai base. Old Man Li was shocked to hear this. He asked Ye Tian if he does not want to rule an entire base. Ye Tian told the old man that he hates troublesome things a lot. After saying this, our boy told Li Mao that he has to leave. The old man was surprised to hear this. He told Ye Tian that they have things to discuss. Ye Tian ignored the old man and began to run. Old Man Li watched our boy as he ran. He realized that Ye Tian had a limitless future in front of him. The scene shifts and we are taken to the Lin family mansion. Inside the mansion, we see an old man trimming a plant with a pair of scissors. After carefully cutting the plant, the old man said that it looks perfect. This old man is the original patriarch of the Lin family. He is Lin Ming's father. His name is Lin Wanli, and he is a great martial warrior who is at the peak of his realm. While the old man was carefully positioning the plant, his son stepped into his room. Ming told his father that he has found the cause of last night's explosion. Wanli asked his son to speak. Ming told his father that the Sun family's building was attacked. Wanli was surprised to hear this. He believed that it is impossible for anyone to do this. He told his son that the Sun family has the support of a grandmaster. Ming asked Wanli if he still remembers the elite martial warrior he spoke about. This martial warrior is Ye Tian. Wanli told his son that he vaguely remembers Ye Tian. With a nervous look on his face, Ming told his father that Ye Tian has wiped out the entire Sun family and he has killed Yao Yi. Wanli dropped his scissors when he heard this. He could not believe that such a thing actually happened. Wanli could not believe that Ye Tian solved the issues of the hardline faction and the moderate faction of the Iron Fang base. The old man stood up and walked past his son. He told Ming that Ye Tian has allowed the Lin family and the Linhai base to be peaceful. Ming revealed to his father that Old Man Li wants to have a meeting with them right now. He told his father that Li Mao is already waiting for them in the tea room. Wanli was surprised to hear this. He realized that Old Man Li did not want to give them time to think. He decided to meet the Grandmaster. Wanli ordered his son to tell all the factions in the Linhai base to protect Ye Tian and his sister. He told Ming that all parties must help Ye Tian if he decides to set up his own faction. With a serious look on his face, Wanli warned his son to never offend Ye Tian. Ming became nervous when he heard this. He knew that his father's words were wise. The scene shifts and we are taken to the martial pavilion. Yu stared at little Jean as she yawned. She was worried about her brother. While Yi was thinking, an attendant comes to serve Gale Wolf some tea. Gale Wolf was annoyed to see the tea. He told the attendant that they spent the whole night drinking tea. He asked her to tell him what Yuling is doing. With a smile on her face, the attendant apologized to Gale Wolf. She told him that she has no knowledge of the pavilion master's affairs. Gale Wolf was sad to hear this. He told the attendant that he has come to the store more than once and he has never seen Yuling. Gale Wolf was disappointed because he had heard that Yuling is a beauty. Gale Wolf asked Elder Zay if they are still going to wait at the Martial Pavilion. Elder Zay told his student that he needs to be patient. While drinking his tea, Elder Zay told Gale Wolf that he has actually already met Yuling a long time ago. Gale Wolf was shocked to hear this. He did not remember meeting Yuling. Elder Zay stood up and told Yu that she has also met the pavilion master. Yu was surprised to hear this. While the group was talking, Yuling stepped into the store. Her attendant introduced her to the group. Yuling was shocked to see Yu. Yu stood up and turned around. She was also shocked to see Yuling. Gale Wolf was completely lost. He cleaned his eyes to make sure that he was seeing everything well. He took a look at Yu and took a look at Yuling. He asked Yu to tell him why she looks exactly like Yuling. Gale Wolf was not the only one who was shocked. The attendant also noticed the resemblance when the group arrived. She wondered if Yu was Yuling's long-lost sister. Elder Zay greeted the pavilion master. He introduced Yu as Ye Tian's sister. He told Yuling that Ye Tian asked him to escort his sister to the Martial Pavilion in order to seek protection. Yuling told the elder that he does not need to explain himself. She told him that she knows about what happened in the Linhai base last night. Yu felt shy to see someone who looked exactly like her. Yuling was annoyed to see Yu. She wondered if Ye Tian saved her because she looked like Yu. When Yuling remembered how Ye Tian saved and carried her, she felt humiliated. Yuling walked up to Yu. With a smile on her face, Yuling asked Yu to call her big sister. Yu was shocked to hear this. The scene shifts and we are taken to the martial artists market. Inside the market, we see different people selling different products. Ye Tian walked up to the front of the Martial Pavilion. When he arrived, he saw something shocking. Our boy saw Yuling waiting for him outside. He asked her about why she is outside. Yuling told Ye Tian that she came to welcome the new big shot of the Linhai base. She called our boy Lord Ye Tian and told him that she cannot neglect such an important person. While wearing some brand new set of clothes, Ye Tian smiled at Yuling. Ye Tian decided to check Yuling's status window. He was surprised to see that Yuling's cultivation talent had changed from a high-tier talent to an apex-tier talent. She had also become a great martial warrior. Our boy realized that Yuling's cultivation talent must have increased after she took the treasure which she obtained from the Lake of Death. Ye Tian found Yuling to be an incredible woman. Yuling was annoyed to see that our boy was staring at her. She walked up to Ye Tian and grabbed his shirt. She told him that it is rude to stare at a woman. Ye Tian quickly apologized. He told her that he got distracted. Yuling decided to let our boy go. She told him that she does not want to argue. She asked Ye Tian if he wants to take a walk with her while the sunlight is still out. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian accepted Yuling's offer. While walking, Yuling told our boy that the Lin family is willing to help him build his influence. She asked Ye Tian for his thoughts on the matter. Our boy told Yuling that he is not interested in such things. The pavilion master was surprised to hear this. She asked Ye Tian if he wants to continue cultivating alone. Our boy revealed to Yuling that he plans to leave the Linhai base. He told her that he is going to the Demon Sea base. Yuling was surprised to hear this. She could not believe that Ye Tian wanted to leave. Our boy noticed that Yuling stopped walking. He asked her if something is wrong. With her face down, Yuling told our boy that nothing is wrong. Ye Tian continued walking forward. Yuling looked at Ye Tian as he walked forward. She could not believe that he was actually leaving. Upon seeing that Yuling was not next to him, Ye Tian turned around and called her. He asked her about why she stopped walking. Yuling decided to catch up to our boy. At night, we see Ye Tian reunited with his sister. Yi was happy to see her brother. She ran into his arms. Ye Tian used his finger to tap his sister's head. He reminded her that she is now a grown-up woman. He told her that she should not act clingy immediately they meet. He asked his sister to act more ladylike. Yu told her brother that she hugged him because she missed him. Ye Tian thanked Gale Wolf and Elder Zay for looking after Yu. Elder Zay told our boy that he does not need to worry about it. While Elder Zay and Ye Tian were talking, Yuling and her assistant stepped into the room. When Yuling saw Ye Tian talking to Elder Zay, she asked Xiaoyu to call a man known as Elder Yuzhong. She told Xiaoyu to tell the elder that she wants to see him in her office. She told her assistant that she has something important to discuss with the elder. Xiaoyu was surprised to hear that her mistress wanted to see Elder Yuzhong. In the next scene, we see Elder Yuzhong in Yuling's office. The elder asked Yuling if she has made her final choice. The pavilion master told the elder that she has. She asked the elder to handle the rest. The scene shifts and we see Ye Tian preparing to leave. Elder Zhe decided to try convincing Ye Tian again. He told our boy that he can establish his faction in the Linhai base if he stays. He told Ye Tian that the faction will be good for the Yi family. Our boy laughed when he heard this. He told the elder that he has no interest at all. Ye Tian thanked Elder Zhe for getting the car for him. He told the elder that it will make traveling convenient for him. Elder Zhe called Ye Tian a young hero with lofty aspirations. He told our boy that he admires him. The elder told Ye Tian that he would have also followed him on the journey if he was a few decades younger. Gale Wolf looked at the gate. He noticed that Yu Ling did not come to see Ye Tian off. He asked Ye Tian about why Yu Ling did not come to see him. Gale Wolf assumed that our boy and Yu Ling were good friends. Ye Tian was sad to see that Yu Ling did not come. He decided to not wait for her. Our boy and Yu Ling waved to Elder Zhe and Gale Wolf. Gale Wolf asked Yu to work hard on her cultivation. He told her that she cannot slack off. Before our boy got into his car, Yu Ling asked him to wait. The pavilion master had changed her appearance into something different. Xiao Yu rushed to catch up to her mistress. Yu Ling opened the door of the car and sat down at the front seat. She asked Ye Tian to get in. Our boy was surprised to see this. He asked Yu Ling if she is also coming. The pavilion master believed that this was a stupid question. She told Ye Tian that she would not sit in the car if she did not plan to follow him. Our boy smiled when he heard this. He asked Xiao Yu and Yi Yu to sit at the back. Ye Tian noticed that Xiao Yu was trying to touch little Jean. Jean seemed to not like Xiao Yu. She clung to Yi Yu. When Ye Tian got in the car, he asked Yu Ling to tell him the reason why she wants to follow him to the Demon Sea base. Yu Ling clenched her fist when she heard the question. She told Ye Tian that she simply wanted to go to the Demon Sea base. Ye Tian believed that Yu Ling was not being truthful to herself. He told her that she could have simply told him if she wanted to join him for an adventure. Our boy told Yu Ling that she does not need to behave in such a way. Yu Ling became annoyed when she heard this. She told Ye Tian that her trip to the Demon Sea base has nothing to do with him. She told our boy that she followed him because he has a car. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian told the girl that he understands her. While driving, Ye Tian waved his hand to Elder Zhe and Gale Wolf. As the car drove off, Elder Zhe told his student that Ye Tian's future is something to look forward to. When Ye Tian entered the main road, he bid the Linhai base farewell. While driving, Xiao Yu asked Yu to tell her why Jean would not allow her to touch her. She called Jean a disobedient animal. Yu asked Xiao Yu to not get angry. She told her that Jean is afraid of strangers. While the girls were talking, Yu Ling told our boy that the Demon Sea base will be conducting a secret realm trial in 3 months. She asked Ye Tian if he is interested. Our boy was surprised to hear about a secret realm. He did not know what a secret realm is. He asked Yu Ling to explain it to him. Xiao Yu was shocked to hear Ye Tian's question. She could not believe that Ye Tian did not know what a secret realm is even though he is a great martial warrior. Xiao Yu asked Ye Tian to tell her how he was able to become a great martial warrior. Ye Tian felt embarrassed when he heard this. The girl decided to explain what a secret realm is. She told our boy that a secret realm is an alternate dimension that exists in a world that is apart from Earth. It is believed that a secret realm has something to do with the disaster that happened 100 years ago. Martial artists enter the secret realm through a dimensional rift in order to explore and search for rare and valuable treasures. Martial artists tend to use this method to advance their cultivation. Ye Tian asked Xiao Yu if anyone can enter a secret realm. Yu Ling told our boy that secret realms have ranks. She told him that the secret realm, which is available in 3 months, can only be open to great martial warriors like them. If a martial artist who is higher or lower than a great martial warrior tries to step into the secret realm will obliterate them. Our boy was surprised to hear this. It was his first time hearing about such things. Yu Ling explained to Ye Tian that the slots for exploring a secret realm are in high demand. She told our boy that a member of the Yu family had to give up their slot in order to get one for him. She told our boy that it is hard for anyone to get such an opportunity. She asked Ye Tian if he is interested. Ye Tian was surprised to hear that Yu Ling went through so much trouble to get a slot for him. With a smile on his face, our boy told Yu Ling that he hates troubling people. He told her that it is better he does not go. Yu Ling was annoyed to hear this. She told Ye Tian that he is not a decisive man. She grabbed the wheel out of anger and tried to cause an accident. After driving for a while, the group arrived at an abandoned campsite. They decided to spend the night at the campsite. Our boy poured some water on his face and stretched his hand out. He was happy to stretch out his body. After stretching for a while, Ye Tian decided to meet the girls. He wanted to know how dinner preparations was going. Before our boy could meet the girls, Yu Ling walked up to him. She asked him if he does not plan on going to the secret realm at all. She asked our boy to rethink his decision. She told Ye Tian that no one knows when he will ever get such an opportunity again. She made our boy understand that such an opportunity is extremely vital to martial artists. Ye Tian completely understood Yuling's intentions. He told her that he actually wants to participate, but he has an issue. Ye Tian explained to the pavilion master that he and his sister are just leaving the Linhai base for the first time. Our boy did not feel secure leaving his sister alone while they were in a new place. Yuling began to laugh when she heard this. She could not believe that this was Ye Tian's reason for not wanting to enter the secret realm. Our boy did not understand what was funny to the girl. She placed her hand on Ye Tian's shoulder and asked him if he does not know who her family is. She told our boy that her family has a branch in the Demon Sea base too. She asked Ye Tian to leave Yu to her. Our boy was shocked to hear this. He could not believe that Yuling was actually willing to help him. With a smile on her face, Yuling asked our boy to not worry about it. Ye Tian decided to accept Yuling's invitation. The pavilion master did not completely trust our boy. She asked him not to act indecisive when the time comes. Our boy asked her not to worry about it. Ye Tian was happy to see that he will be saving a huge amount of money by moving with Yuling. Xiaoyu stood up and asked the group to give her their attention. She wanted to get their opinion on something important. Xiaoyu revealed to the group that they are 3,000 kilometers away from the Demon Sea base. The assistant asked the group if they want to reach the Demon Sea base as fast as possible or if they want to travel slowly and enjoy themselves along the way. Ye Tian and Yuling told Xiaoyu that they are fine with either options at the same time. Xiaoyu was surprised to see this. She told her mistress and Ye Tian that they spoke in unison. Ye Tian and Yuling turned their heads away from each other. The two of them were blushing. Yu raised her hand and told Xiaoyu that she wants to pick. With a smile on her face, Yu told Xiaoyu that it is her first time in the outside world. She told her that she wants to enjoy and see the outside world. Xiaoyu told our girl that her suggestion is good. She told the group that they will go with Yu's suggestion. She asked Yuling and Ye Tian if they have any objection against the suggestion. The two told Xiaoyu that they are fine. The group decided to rest for the night and start their journey the next day. Unfortunately for Yu, the journey was not enjoyable. The group faced a giant troll monster while traveling. Ye Tian and Yuling faced the monster while protecting Yu and Xiaoyu. While fighting, Ye Tian copied the monster's mid-tier stamina talent. While crossing over a river, the group faced another monster. Yu and Xiaoyu could not believe what was happening to them. The monster was a giant octopus. Ye Tian and Yuling faced the giant octopus. While fighting, Ye Tian copied the octopus's mid-tier defense talent. After traveling for 3 months, we see the group on a ship that was entering into a city. The bright sun shined on our boy's face. Ye Tian used his hand to block the sunlight. Our boy was happy to see that they finally arrived at the Demon Sea base. The Demon Sea base is a large-scale base that has a population of millions of people. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 14 of this recap, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.